What's going on, guys? It's HEXNINE here, and I'm going to be doing my track breakdown for Love Shack's Spread and Tell. This is my Chicago freestyle bootleg, and yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with the drums. Nice, quick, nice, heavy liquid kick, snare. Just bits of EQ, bits of compression all over the place. Then we've got this little hat on top. Choose that. Little hat on top, and this is where the big bits come in. This is the top loop. The nice sort of like roller hat start coming in like that. I'm using side chain to side chain this top loop. Otherwise, when I tried it without, it just causes really weird issues with my snare changing, phasing issues. Blech. Rubbish stuff. Yeah, side chaining breaks, very good idea to use. On these drums, I've literally got some compression, some saturation, some distortion, and a maximizer. Just all doing their own separate bits there. That is literally it for the drums. Only thing I can point out is there is intro hats over here. Nice intro hats. But we've also got it leading in with a a high pass filter. Just calling someone out here, Jamesy, it is not called a Lofi filter, mate. Just pointing that out. Honest mistake, we all do it now and then. Never heard anyone call a low pass filter a Lofi filter, but I'm going to let it slide. But yeah, I found that quite funny. If you haven't seen Jamesy's Spread and Tell, by the way, go watch all that. Go watch all of them, they're fucking sick. Moving on, we've got the piano and the vocal. So to start, the piano is literally just a Ableton stock piano. You don't need anything fancy, honestly. This sounds completely fine to my ears. It's just stock, it's nice. I know it could probably sound better on Contact, let's be honest. Yeah, it sounds brilliant by itself. Just a bit of EQ, compression, saturation, vintage tape, all of that stuff does its own little job, so I'm not going to go too into it at the moment. But the main thing here is that the piano sounds completely different if I take this EQ off. High end, nice high end. Whereas if I put it on, I wanted to keep it quite dark, not very bright. I kind of picture like rainy days. Fucking hell, rainy days. Don't know, something sad. That's what I wanted. So moving on from the piano, we've also got these little hits on top. So we've got the vocal, and then we've got like this piano hits here. Oh, what did I do? So the little piano hits here. Just little piano hits. They make it roll out. It's almost like a top melody, but it's not. And then I just use this little for just leading it into it. The next bits of the track and stuff like that. All chopped from the sample, this whole bit. And then we've got the vocal as well. If you've been on TikTok, you'll know this vocal. But yeah. Bits of EQ, bits of reverb, compression, delay, everything. So I do 2 layers of vocals. I sort of taught this by myself, but so you see how this second layer is really wet, sort of thinking, whereas this bit is just dry. No delay on it. But yeah, that's how I do my vocals. Chopped it all up. Sounds brilliant. And it really makes the track sound like melodic, nice, but sort of like sad at the same time. It's a lot of stuff there. That swiftly moves me on to the next bit of the video, which is going to be the bass. Everyone loves a bit of bass, don't they? Fuck me. So I've got this. It's not a respace. I'm just pointing that out to everyone who thought it was a respace. It's not a respace. It is this little fucking bass. And I'll show you the preset for it because I'm not really going to do a lot with it. It's literally just basic shapes. I don't know what that is. So that with a that in it. Yeah, it's one of them with them. And tuned it down an octave. And the filter is assigned to an LFO on LFO1, which is set to a dotted 8th note. Just makes it go like this. I can play it for you actually on the keyboard. But yeah, very simple patch. The bit of effects are a bit of soft clip, not a lot, and a bit of phaser, like a phaser, yeah, phaser, sorry, and what that does is, instead of it sounding like, gives it a yeah feel. I thought it sounded quite cool. That's why I put it underneath. It's quite minimal as well, because it's not really, there's not a lot going on in this track either. But I've got another tip for you guys. If you're going to make basses, definitely split them into low and high. So like if you're making a foghorn, separate your sub layer from the foghorn, and separate sort of like your, you know, your mids, your highs, all that sort of stuff. So I cut it off to about 150. You can do it more or less. It just gives you more control over the bass, and you can, you know, you can post-process it in different ways. I've seen people do it in like 3 layers where they actually have like a low, a mid, and a high. There's lots of stuff you can do with it, but this is, if there's any tips I can give anyone, it's definitely split your basses into low and high tracks. Apart from that, there's not a lot going on here either. There's a bit of parallel compression on the sub layer, and then just sort of bits of EQ compression and saturation on the basses themselves. It brings out just a bit more harmonics, makes it sound a bit more gritty. Moving on to sort of like effects, there's not a lot of effects here. I'm going to be honest, there's about 4. I'll play them all out for you. Got little chimes, got a little riser, little sweeps, and just white noise effects. Very simple. This track itself is just incredibly simple. It's funny because sometimes the simplest of tracks are the most effective. So my example is this one that I made. But yeah, just literally this track is very simple. It just goes to show that you don't need a lot to make something like a nice solid track. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the track breakdown. Not really much I can comment on apart from it's out. It's on Invicta Audio at the moment. I'm sure there'll be a link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the Love Shack Sounds YouTube channel. I know there's going to be loads of vlogs, loads of spread and tells, including myself. If you want to keep up to date with sort of like my music and stuff like that, my Instagram is HEXNINE_DNB. I'm sure there'll be a Spotify link, a SoundCloud link underneath there or something. But yeah. Apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and yeah, thank you lot for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.